Hello guys, Zanitor here, and welcome finally back to City Skylines, where we are now playing the City Skylines Airport expansion. So it's the new DLC, and I'm actually on quite an old playthrough that I did. I think this one was done on the channel actually. It was literally just called Vanilla Boys or something in my description of maps, but I can see that I had some interesting ideas. By that I mean very, I guess I was working with what I thought I could do at the time, vanilla-wise. I've gotten quite a bit better about, I think, my lanes and my intersections and interchanges at this point, but this one is from about 2 or 3 years ago now. But I needed a vanilla map that was already big enough so we could show off this new DLC. And we're going to try it out today. But before I get started, I just want to say, so City Skylines content has always been really nice on this channel, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and it's one of my favorite things to play. But I don't want to have the weird thing of like doing, you know, City Skylines and also doing Fortnite, doing Animal Crossing and everything. So what I did is I've created a new channel. It is called Mayor Jordan. So I can play all my city builder games and all the things that I enjoy in that way, on a dedicated channel for people who want to watch that kind of stuff. The link will be in the description if you want to check it out. Zach came up with the name, Mr. Zach's Cut Games, because I couldn't think of anything. It was originally called Cities and Coffee, and I thought it was a bit lame, so it was nice to change. And yeah, so that will be populated with all the City Skylines Airport, or what was it called, Airport expansion content after this video, if you want to check that out, among other things. So that being said, let's go ahead and I guess see what we need to do here. I think the airport, yeah, so it's its own area now. Now I've not played any of this. This is literally my first. Oh my god, it flattens everything. Oh, I should have. Oh boy. Okay, let's do a few things here then for that. Hopefully we have enough money. We're actually not high on money on this one. I didn't quite realize. So if I got to do things to make money, I could do a quick cut, which is fun, but we'll see, because I can leave it to run for a little bit. Too much soil. Oh god, yeah, I got to worry about that. Which now I have seen this. You can actually sell the soil. It's not cheap. It's about 49,000 simoleons or whatever they're called in this. I've already forgotten. But hey, that is realistic. It does cost money for even selling soil and getting rid of it, so in real life, and that is fine by me. So we'll sell it a couple times. We'll do this, and then we have what I think, at least for now, you know, we won't worry about how all this is like kind of janky for the time being, and like this kind of going on. 81 tiles is currently off, which, you know, because vanilla. So we can come in and kind of sort this out later, but for now that's just going to be how it is. We can maybe do some landscaping in the near future. Is this a cargo? Yeah, it's a cargo airport. So the cool thing about what I can tell of the new expansion is a lot of this stuff is built into the game now. So like you can, let's see, I guess I can go in here now. So there's classic airport terminals, there's 2-story terminals, like there's large ones, which is amazing, but you do have to reach the airport levels. You actually have to level it up kind of like a park space would be. Oh, there's modern ones as well. That's interesting. And ultra modern, which is also very interesting, which, yeah, they cost a good little bit, so we'll hopefully make our money back on it. But you can see all the stuff. It's an aviation museum. That is an aviation museum. And an airline headquarters. You get to make your own airline at some point, and I think that's really neat. But yeah, I guess we'll just need to start with the kind of classic terminal for the time being. So I don't know if I should start building some roads to it. That's probably going to be a more wise option for now. Trying to think of like how an airport would kind of be laid out. I'm trying to think of how our local one is. I would probably, what was this? Oh, large cargo airport road. That's interesting. Is there any other special roads for it? Don't see anything specific. I guess I could check under here too, couldn't I? I would think so. Oh no, that's more public transport and stuff. So I think that's actually a little bit different. That's, yeah, all the taxiing and concourses, all that good stuff, I guess. Alright. So let's go ahead and we'll make this come to a... trying to think of how I want to connect this bit. I don't know if I want to like just kind of bring it to a roundabout. Which, you know, in that case, then we can branch off to different areas, and that feels like it's probably a pretty good idea. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to have this, and then we will... I've also not played this in a while, so pardon me if I'm a little bit slow on things. So yeah, we'll keep it with the 3. It could be questionable, but hey, we're not going to worry about it too much. Yeah, let's do that there, that there. Well, I like how that grade is better. Let me do it the other way and see if that'll... Nope. Can I do that myself? Do I remember how to slope things? Amazingly, somewhat. I'll just kind of... Landscaping is not my forte, but hey, if it gets the job done, I'll be chuffed, so... There we go, that's definitely better. So I just got to reverse the way that's going. And then... what I can do, actually, to make this a little less crazy, is I will... Where's my nearest connection? That would kind of be the nearest, actually. It's not really how I want this to look, though. How would it... Okay, it handles that okay. Okay. It's not perfect, but hey, we'll go with it. I was thinking I might be able to make some little slip roads here later on from this right lane for like maybe a little cargo area or something, which I think could work relatively well, so we'll see. And then we probably should go ahead and hit play so we have, you know, things still kind of performing here and doing what they need. I can do a couple of things to hopefully keep these kind of things running. Why is that? Why is it showing me above ground instead of underground? Do I need to actually go under? Ah, that is why. So let's... it's definitely something, but that's fine. And we can do that. Just trying to find a way to keep things still useful for the meantime. Wow, that is a hell of a trip. But there we go. And then we will go ahead and see if we can get to building this at all. I'll cut a little bit so we can get some of this road built, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and basically just made, you know, plain old 4-lane off of this, and then put this here just so we could, in theory, make life a little bit... how do you mess... God, I forgot how to do so many things with this. There we go. That's what I want to do. So we will add a... Let's actually add... Can I make them just go straight, or should I do this? Let me do this. This would probably be better. So that gives them the ability to come in here like it's nothing, come around, the concourse or terminal will be here, come around this way, and then they can exit at their own pace, basically. One cool thing that I did see is you can come along here now, and if there's a tree that you prefer, like let's say, you know, I really wanted, let's say these palm trees, you can now change the trees on these roads, and I don't think that was a thing before. I think that's new to this DLC, and I think that's pretty amazing. That doesn't really go with the, you know, design of here necessarily, but I do think it looks really cool. But there's like all these different, I guess, yeah, just options now, and it's quite nice to see. So I rather like that, and I thought that was a nice addition. But we're going to go with a... Do we want to go ahead and go with the 2 story terminal since we have that room? This actually has a road. Oh, does this have a road built in? I think it does. Ooh, okay. So let me perhaps put that. Oops. Maybe if I was to put that there, I can then kind of redo this a little. Oh, so we got the hangars, we got control towers, budget airport hotels. Oh, that's cool. Small parked planes. Okay, an airport bus station, which is also really cool. Okay, sweet. I honestly didn't know that was a thing, but here we are. And I'm pretty amped about that, actually. All right, so let's continue with what we're doing. So that will basically do what I was desiring there anyways. And then, yeah, we have an upper area as well, which is really, really neat. That does require me to figure out a way to get up there. Which, you know, that's going to be something in its own right. But what I think... I was just wondering if I wanted to bring this to somehow still connect here. If that is possible. Let me go with the freeform a little here. I'm wondering if there's... Oh, I don't have the move it tool, so I can't make this look good if it looks bad. Which it doesn't look great. Dang. I was really hoping I would have that. Let me build it first. Because I'm wondering if we could, you know, make that look nice. So maybe we can make this a little more gradual of a turn as well. Because I feel like that's, you know, probably something you would want a bit more of. That's probably a bit too steep of a grade. But I'm not that bothered. That's the real thing here. I'm not bothered enough to go in and pick away at that one, so I just want to see how everything works, and then be the, probably on the other channel, be the one who's spending 2 hours making it look nice, so that is a different time. Alright, so we got that. I think that's actually rather nice. And then I think I'll do a bit of the same on this side. So let's use this. Let's see, where... I think I went up about there. I don't know how high this needs to be, so I think I'll actually build this backwards. Let me do this. Okay. So about there. Enough. Again, let me make sure to curve that as well. So let's do something like this with the correct tool. Trying to see what I think looks nicest on this, sorry. I could cut this out, but you know that would be silly. Maybe just something like that for the time being. Then that, and then we'll hit that with a reversal. And then we got that connected. And then over here we can do... I'll actually just do almost directly beside it. Then... do it like this and then reverse that. The only reason I'll do it like that is because this is at least just going into the right. So maybe other than pedestrians, it shouldn't be an issue, but granted, people should be going fast here. So that's on them. If anything happens. That's their fault, not mine. And that's the way I'm claiming it. So let's go ahead and connect this power back up. We'll just do that for the time being, just to give it power. We should have, well, we basically have water. And now we have this, we got the area info. So we need to build a aircraft stand and then build a runway. I totally forgot about needing to build a runway, so that's hilarious. Oh. Hello. So let's see. God, I really wish I had the toggle while off. It's a little bit of a pain, I'll be honest. Okay, so they have like a minimum length, and then there's best. Okay, that's good to know. So I personally think having a runway here may be wise. I could also do it here, but I want to leave room for all the taxiing and maybe cargo airport stuff over here. So I think I'm going to do right here, and I think you want a pretty long runway, especially for the, let's do this because there's like a bit of a thing there, especially for the larger planes like, 737, 747, 3330, or 330. Is that the Airbus? I don't remember. It's just what I've most recently flown on is what I'm thinking of. So these... Okay, so these do have to be connected to the concourse. That is good to know. How close to the edge can we get? Oh, so it actually will stop you, which is pretty cool. So we can sort of do this. We'll leave a little gap in the middle, which I think that is actually quite nice, because I just think of, like, the cars or the trucks, like, yeah, the little food truck here, the little tug and all that, needing more room to get around. So that's going to be, I probably could have given more space in between, but, I'm mildly RPing here, I guess. Look at that perfect water loop. Alright, I can play this. I forgot I can play this on fast and then make more money. Alright, so taxiways. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. Can I do... Okay, so I can connect like that, which is good to know. Then they got to connect to there. Okay. So let's do... Now, I'm not an airport expert. I've been to many airports, but that's about my knowledge length. So, and I say been to many. I've been to like 3. I've been to London, Heathrow, Atlanta, and Chicago, and Detroit, I guess. So I've been to Detroit, so there's that. But yeah, I'm not in any way going to claim to have knowledge upon this. Let me actually do... I'm doing that thing where I hit the wrong one. There we go. God, we already got planes coming. So let's do that. And then... I guess it needs to come off of one of these. Let's do... don't think that's the brightest idea considering planes. I mean, they've got decent maneuverability of what I can tell, but don't know if that's the best way to make them have to move. Is that a bit... Yeah, it feels a little gross to look at. Could I do this instead? It's not my favorite, but it definitely looks better than what I was starting with. So I'll take it. So in theory, they should be landing this way as well, I do believe. I assume they land with the arrows. So if I flip this to go to here, I think that should work for that at least. I do need a way for them to get onto the runway, so it'd be that. And then I guess I could bring this... Oh, again, it's gonna be one of those times. Maybe I should have built this closer to here to have... Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, like, actually... Okay, I was gonna say, I thought it was gonna allow me to, like, shift it up and down, but thankfully no. So let me do to, like, there. And that's the closest. kind of hate that. Although, I wonder if I could. Dang. I wonder if I can do this. Because it seems to be more about how the nodes are. So my thought is if I put a node there, then there. There we go. That's what I wanted. So I know that's not beautiful. This is going to have to come with the time of playing this, I think, a little bit. But we'll get there. I'm half wondering if this would be better as an entrance and that as an exit, actually. I think for flow, most definitely. So let's try that. And then... there we go. I think that's actually a smarter move that way. So I'm happy with that. And then this, if they're just doing like a touch and they need to come back around, maybe that'll work, who knows. I don't know if it works that way, I like to pretend. Oh, and then you can... oh my god, you can add on to make it even bigger. That's insane. Okay, wow. So we need a control tower. Now, I don't know much about control towers, I'll be honest. So this is going to be one of those things that's going to be a bit of a learning experience. Let me do that just for... well, I'm actually redo that. I need to use this one more often. I keep forgetting. It's literally to make like these angles. That's better. Now I don't know much about control towers. I just assume they probably need to see a lot. This is like a good place to see a lot. So that's what I'm going with there. I'm gonna hope that that works. Let's very crudely do that. And then, oh boy, it's gonna be something, isn't it? Then let's go ahead, because I think we're gonna need, just seeing what else. Wait, I can actually look at this and it tells me what's needed. So we have one active flight, which, hey, I'll take that. We get hotel discounts. We can make our own airline later, of course. Attractiveness score is 60. We need 200. And we need the passenger count to go up, of course, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm wondering, what is this? It's still part of that. So yeah, we want the budget hotel for sure. We got the... oh, so they're decorative planes, which is actually pretty cool. Just kind of seeing. Okay, so you could like put them around to sort of be aesthetically pleasing, I guess. Okay, so freely in the airport area. Okay, so they can be anywhere. That is good to know. Because I was thinking... I mean, there's not enough room there. I don't really want to do that in case we want to get more. But we could, however, you kind of put a couple of these along just in case they're different. I'll, you know, use these. So I feel like that's kind of fun just to, you know, maybe make it look a little bit more, as the game says, attractive, which a lot closer, which is good. So I guess another thing would be we probably want the bus station, airport bus station. Oh, it's actually connected to the concourse. That's actually kind of amazing. I could bring this into a U shape, which I think is actually pretty cool. I keep saying actually a lot. I've not recorded in a while, so that's what I'm gonna blame it on. Who knows? So what if I did that actually? Do it again. Oh my god. Alright. New word. Something else. Anyways. Do you ever do that? I hope other people do that and it's not just me. Where you get really caught in saying one word and then you just can't stop. And it's like, please, brain. Why must you torture me this way? Or am I just special? There's always that as a chance too. So, so I can connect this to the outside of here. I would actually prefer. I would prefer it on the inside. So let's see if we can manage that. Getting it on this inside area. And then go from there. There we go. I think that's a bit better. It's a hell of a walk, but that's fun. And I'm going to allow a little bit off. Can it? Oh, please. It's the node, yeah. I can waste a little money, then does that work better? Honestly, it was worth it. So there we go. The reason I'll do it that way is that because I'm not too worried about this getting busy, as long as we keep this functioning that way, I think. Okay, so that's just because of that's fine. Definitely when I play this more properly, we're gonna have to have a little work on the water systems being under roads and things like that. That's for sure. Okay, so passenger count is not doing half bad already. Oh, they actually. Oh, I didn't know they used it properly. Oh, that's so cool to see. I love that. That is really, really neat. All right. That is perfect. So let's go ahead because we need the attractiveness to increase. We can add a couple more of these planes if we have the room. Okay, so that worked. I imagine you can really, like, probably turn this entire area into, you know, a massive hub of everything at some point. And that's kind of, I guess, the plan now. Just make it a behemoth of a transport object, I guess, and like cargo and everything. But I'm excited to do that, I must say. So I need to turn off snapping. I don't know a quick way to do that. So we're going to do this instead. And then we're going to hope that this is relatively straight. Oh, that was... Okay, thanks for telling me really late there. Really appreciate that. Again, a reason I really love having the move it tool for when needed, but we're making do. And then I just thought of a way maybe for them to walk outside if they don't want to go all the way around, because that is a pretty good little trick, it's got to be said. So hopefully that works. We actually need more of these stalls if we can afford. And hopefully they look good on the corners. So let's see, because I've built that a little close so far. What I want to do is I'm going to do this so I can put them in, and then I will see about connecting it back up without disrupting anything. Okay, and then that's going to be that. That's fine. Alright, so I need to go this way. That actually might work out a little bit better, so that's fine by me. The anarchy would be great right now. I think we'll have to sort of redo this. Actually works pretty well. That's not perfect, but it's enough to where I'm not overly bothered. Apologies for doing that. I can't remember the quick buttons as much as I once did, so I'm having to sort of relearn it as I go. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to just do it as it was. In fact, I've just messed it up instead. What would that look like, actually? Or as it is. I'm gonna have to, like, slap myself after this one. My god. Alright. That, I think, will do better. So we got them, certain ones teleporting into place, which is fun. We have this going, I think... Yeah, we can use a way to make this a little faster. Where's the road name? There you are. I don't know a quicker way to get into that. Let's say you don't even have to stop. Let's say, yeah, you can just keep moving, do your thing. Don't know why they're pausing so much there, as it's not even pedestrians really. This will be a lot easier when I can use traffic manager as well, because that makes everything easier, of course. It's a lot of people going over here to kind of walk out and do their own thing as well. Is there any other junction options you can do? I don't really think so. Not that I can tell that's, like, you know, gonna make a world of a difference, unfortunately. Probably would be better to have... I have wonder if maybe instead of that... Which, can you upgrade to that? No. I'll just use these. I'll use that, whatever. I'm thinking instead to maybe, you know, connect to here. I know this is kind of a close thing for a roundabout and there's no, like, easement on, but it's just for buses, so it shouldn't be used by normal traffic, I hope. At least that's the hope. Oh gosh, yeah, of course we're going to need a lot of trash management for here. That is for sure. So yeah, I don't like that all of this is happening right here. I don't know if that's a byproduct of having too many junctions here or not. I don't know if that's slowing people down or what it is exactly either. We'll see if that helps at all. Worst come to worst, what I'll do next is I will... I don't know. Can I say it's a priority road? Would that help? I don't know if the priority road actually does, like, what it does properly. So that's going to be something that'll be a bit of a configurement. Yeah, see, so it's like, I think it's like people with, like, literally being picked up by equivalent of Ubers and or friends. Take the bus. No one's used it yet. I can't imagine why. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff coming out. We could, I just thought, I don't know if there is a thing that connects directly metro-wise, but I think we do have this at least. So I think we could do a nice metro again. And we could put it... I kind of want to put it on this side, really just for the fact of keeping them from crossing. So that's going to be my goal there. We will... There we go. The one time I did need the underground one, I couldn't hit the right button. So we're going to do a really janky thing there. Which another hope is that within time there will be a... There we go. That within time there will be maybe the international concourse, or the really, you know, the large one, will have a metro built in, because I would expect it to. Yeah, built-in metro station. So that'll help once we hit level 2. Maybe I should have just done that. You know, added one more plane stall, but that would have been intelligent, and I'm not about that, you know? Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's get it to level 2, and then, you know, we can rework it or whatever, that's fine. Let's put it... do I want to just, like... Put a couple over here. There we go. Luxury airport hotel, modern concourse hub, aviation fuel station, elevated. Wow, okay. Metroid stations? Yes, Metroid stations. Airline lounges, medium aircraft stands. Okay, sweet. So there we go. We've got some better things now, which is good. So I don't think there's anything in the way of what's this? Oh, okay. So I don't think there's much in the way of like the utility side of things. So I think I'm gonna have to put a utility kind of close to here to begin with. We do have the incineration things literally just here, and like the garbage things, but they're obviously having to go out here, go around. It's not the easiest thing in the world, I'm sure. And I don't actually know what our levels are at. So yeah, our processing status is okay, but could obviously use a bit better. So we'll do that. Well, you know, whatever. You know, screw all this stuff. We're all about the airport now. They can deal with it. Hopefully that'll help a little. Just getting a couple more over there. So we got 13 people using that, so I'll take that. That's definitely better than it was. We've got a fair few of these kind of like stopped up. So let's see if we can manage to... so, I mean, I could upgrade this, I guess, to the larger one. I don't know how much room it takes up, or if I should just build a separate one, or, you know, what you would do there. Because I could connect it, of course. I think. I assume you'd be able to connect it if I wanted. Because it could just be like a part of it, but just on this side. What if I did this here? Could I then... Because we could just have, you know, the older part of the airport. Because I'm sure in reality of, like, you know, the time in this game, it's probably been probably a couple decades since the other one was built. That's just how time works in this game. And then I can build a new entrance and exit from here, which this is weird too, the way they're like just like nearly stopping on there. It's because it needs to be built better, but you know, that's fun. So yeah, let's see about doing just that. So we need... I'm gonna try something here. Kind of famous last words in a way, I guess. Oops. Didn't actually mean to do that. I thought it was a curve tool. Please. There we go. We'll get used to this within time again. Although I think I did that enough even when I was used to the game. I think it's just hard to remember. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking to have... See, this is a bit of the issue when you don't think ahead of time. Because I need the roads to connect nicely here. I could have it where they can go up here and go around into this, but then it's going to get a bit busy, maybe. Unless we focus on public transport. Let's try that. Let's just see how busy it gets, because I don't want to overwhelm this just for the sake of doing it. So let's do that. Spin that around. And then we can make... Because we can easily make a way out of there. That should work just fine. And then we're going to see about doing this. Spinning that around. That's actually fairly reasonable, I think. And then... What do you think? Maybe like... Maybe come through here. I liked that spot. That's not too bad. So something like that. Again, I think in reality, this would be a no-no. Like with how this is all laid out. But that's kind of... Again, I'm thinking for a future build when we can kind of take more time and nitpick and do our thing that we usually do. But for now, we just make it something that we can enjoy. I'll have to edit this series at some point when out on the other channel, I think. I think it's going to be a necessary evil to make it a lot easier to watch and a lot easier for me to, in general, record, because, you know, it's a lot of me usually just sitting here thinking about what I want to do next, so definitely would make it a lot easier. So we got that. We can move that to there for the meantime. We'll eventually get this all connected up in some way. And maybe this little inner area, we can start putting some of those budget hotels. Or perhaps even the luxury hotel, because I mean, it's a pretty convenient spot to stay. And look how well that fits. I mean, that was... that fits a little too well. Budget hotels, I guess you would kind of have maybe on like this bit, a little more... you know, or maybe like out here, a little less desirable, still very useful, but not quite living the high class life of, you know, being able just to get out and waltz over each way. This one you got to go maybe a couple steps further, but hey, you're saving money, and that's the most important thing, honestly. So we got quite a traffic jam, which is a hilarious thing to deal with here. We could go ahead and... do we want to get some of these, which we have medium aircraft stands now, which we could, you know, start to partake in. I feel like this would be a lot easier with actually being able to toggle to see what we're looking at a little better, but that's always, I guess, for some future things when the mods can work again. Then let's go ahead and come through here. We'll connect that just because. Then let's figure out how we want to loop this one. Because yeah, we're going to need a way both in, but also back out, of course. Let's use... beautiful. He lied immensely. Yeah, I can keep it going. It's just such a habit to pause everything. And let's do... it's not great, but we'll take it. We do have a bit of an intersection, which is kind of hilarious. But there is now a way to get back there, which I wonder if this would be a better thing if I actually move it this way, so they don't have to wait for someone there, which I think the reason they're not so close here, at least, is I think they have to keep a certain amount of space for, you know, all of the, I guess, systems of, you know, you can't get too close to the jets of a plane, I'm going to assume. Probably not wise. There we go. I'm just going to add a little bit just in case. I didn't know if that one wasn't touching properly or what was going on. But there we go. We got that. So we got some of the medium ones, which these actually have the jet walks. Is that what they're called? Jet walks? Walkways? I don't know. But we have that, which is really cool. And it's definitely a lot better. Jet bridges? Jeff bridges? No. But yeah, we got a little bit of a traffic jam because we have, I mean, I guess it is mostly small air traffic still at this point. Maybe I should have even kept the small stuff for now, but that's a lesson for sure. And yeah, this only, I just kind of realized, only has one way kind of to go. It's a little bit funky. They probably have to teleport ever so slightly to get there. But yeah, we can make some more small ones now that I have this area. And I may leave that because I may build it out this way now. So, you know, you can kind of get in that way. But this is, I gotta say, it's really neat. It's something entirely different to have to worry about in the game. Which is kind of, you know, quite entertaining in its own right. Just trying to figure out, you know, how to basically run an airport. Not really something I've had to think about doing yet, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully we get some of this going, which maybe I need to have these directly on here as well. That may help. Maybe I want, let's see, I can get one there. There, and then I'm gonna do 2 small ones kind of just in between there. I feel like the road system is going to have to be reworked, or the taxi system, I guess. Just with, you know, it being a little bit of a pain in the butt to follow here. At my own fault, of course. Let's do something like that. Kind of thinking about getting it here so I can then kind of do something like that. I'm gonna have to look at some like actual airplanes or airports rather, so I can see how they lay themselves out as well, because I'm a little bit curious to see, you know, the ways that maybe they, you know, have their taxi systems and stuff like that. I think that may actually help a little bit in some situations here of making some maybe smarter choices. But let's go ahead and turn this that way. And then let's like preemptively just do that. And this again maybe is one of the things I should have been doing all the time. Seems like kind of big, because they turn pretty quick. Then maybe sure. That's just how it's going to be for now. All right, so that's pretty sweet. So there's been a lot of other things added to this, I do have to say. Not enough that I can go over in a single video. So again, if you do want to check it out, and if you do want to see more of... oh wow, we're actually doing pretty good there. I could get a level 3 already, which is insane. But if you do want to see more of a proper sit down, getting through this, like, you know... Oh, that is cool. Getting through this, you know, like... hopefully with some skill and, you know, building out a lot bigger, as I can tell already, or in a better way rather. If that's something that interests you, please do check out the Mayor Jordan channel. It'll be in the description, and I'll make maybe another little thing kind of talking about it a little bit more, but I'm very excited to do it. Personally, I think it's going to be really fun to, you know, play something. Oh, let's do this. Let's put the airport lounge here, because I feel like watching the planes is kind of like what you want to do in an airport lounge, so I think that sounds good. But it's something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, just because, you know, it seems so much more up my alley. By the way, I've realized I think this needs a bus probably in front of it, or like a stop in front of it to work. Yes. Wow. Okay, well that would have been good to know all this time. Awkward. Maybe I can make this as like a an internal transfer bus, we'll call it. Wow, that was something. Didn't know that. That's for sure. Then we can have one that maybe goes more direct to the hotels for the people needing to stay there. I'm not above having 1,000 bus lanes. Just got an achievement as well, which is pretty cool. For cities in motion, I think it's for having a certain amount of bus lines. So, you know, I could come in here, literally have one that just stops in the city. It's close to another bus stop that actually gets throughout the city. So I think I would just make that like literally a quick inner city one stop one, but I think that'd be fun. Which, yeah, we'll start with that just to see how the traffic is, to be honest. So that's being used pretty well. This has the other metro within it, so that's going to be something that is going to be worth connecting, probably more so than this, which isn't a backup. That's another thing. I've got to get better at the metro traffic and figure that out. That's something I mean, look at this as well. Ooh. That's something that I've not ever been that great at, and especially with playing with vanilla, which is what our first series is going to be. It's going to be a full vanilla series. I think it's going to be interesting, so we'll see how that goes. But got to work my way to getting to the airports. I'll practice this a little bit more too, I think, and we'll see how we manage to do. But I think that's going to be it for now. Again, if you want to check out the channel, please do. And if you want to see more, I'll have more. So I think that should be fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. But as Mayor Jordan, perhaps. Still all the Animal Crossing and all the other stuff on here. Probably more Animal Crossing. And more other Fortnite-y things and all that stuff. Who knows? Just differentiate it a bit. But yeah, thank you so much and goodbye.